Happy Self-Love Sunday, ladies. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your journeys are going well. So today I want to talk to you about Mental Health Day. So Mental Health Day is not a day that someone has put on a calendar for you, like some national holiday or something some celebrity has given you and put on their news feed and said, hey, follow this. No. Mental Health Day is your day. It is your day that you either set aside because you planned it or just spur of the moment, impromptu, where you pick the day to do or be around or just experience something that you absolutely love. Listen, let's talk about our day to day lives, right? Whether because of corona you have a job or don't have a job, right? You have those things, and that's like outside forces. If you are a parent, you're managing the emotions and the day-to-day of your children. If you are with someone, you're managing the day-to-day of your significant other, right? So you have all of these different people and emotions that you have to kind of filter through and deal with throughout your day. Let's talk about our homes. We have to manage and take care of our homes and our finances and all those things, right? So the regular, typical day-to-day things that we as human beings deal with, right, can already be heavy, can already have you feeling anxiety and all these different things. This is our regular day to day that we as human beings have to deal with, right? Because as long as you're living, you're dealing with somebody's bills or whatever else that's going on in your life, regardless of whether you have children or not. And we're all kind of parents to someone's child, whether it's your biological or not. So we're dealing with that stuff, right? So you have that. That's the normal day to day things that we have to deal with. And then on top of that, we're dealing with our own traumas in life. We're trying to heal. And I hope, I want to say this. Let me stop right there. I truly hope that everyone in the sound of my voice is working diligently to heal their past traumas and their pains. I really do. And taking this mental health day is kind of a part of that because it is so important to heal our past traumas, whether it's something that we're dealing with inner child issues from growing up, or it's something from a past relationship that we are healing from. And you notice I'm using the word healing and not dealing because they're two very different things. I spent majority of my life dealing. That means that I would skirt around it. I would get busy. I would do everything in my power to do anything but feel the emotions, feel what came with everything that I was dealing with, and really worked through it and stayed in the thick of it until I was able to come out on the other side of things. I would just skirt all around it, so I was dealing and not healing. But I really want us as a people to heal. And when I say as a people, I'm talking as human beings. We have to heal, because when we don't heal, we bleed all over people who didn't even cut us. And when I say bleed all over people, and this is why the mental health day is going to become important, I'm going to tie it all together for you, is you ever notice as a parent, you just are just in this mood that you can't shake. So your kids are going to be kids. I have teenagers. They are teenagers. They are funky for no reason. I don't care how much you love on them. I don't care how much you give to them. They are teenagers, okay? And they're doing their normal teenage thing and they're rolling their eyes and stomping your feet or whatever. And you just go off like you're screaming at the top of your lungs. You have just had it. Well, what you're doing is you're bleeding on them because they triggered something in you, something that you probably were dealing with and not really healing from, right? Because we understand that that can happen. Your significant other is being who he is and, who we ended up being with, right? And you're giving him the business or her the business. And it's because, it's all because you're not really healing or dealing with the things that are going on with inside of you. So you're bleeding all over everyone. You leave out of a relationship. You don't give yourself a chance to really heal from those wounds that were created between the both of you, right? If we want to be honest, it takes two to tangle, right? Whether or not they did something and we didn't have boundaries and, we dealing with codependency issues, whatever that is, and we didn't heal those things and we're in the next relationship and now we're bleeding all over that person. They didn't cut you. They may have triggered you, but they didn't cut you. So you have to heal. right? So mental health day is a day where because I know healing is heavy and it's hard and it's dealing with these emotions that are coming up, whether you're crying, you're screaming, or doing whatever, just take a day to do something that you love. So what mental health day looked like for me, and I just took one on Friday, I let my team know on my job. I think that was on Thursday, that Wednesday, I think I may have said, I'm going to take off Friday. I'm just going to take the day. And I got the kids and we went to my girlfriend who owns a beach home, who I just love and haven't seen her in such a long time. She called me and I'm like, let's do this. I went to go visit her. She's someone who I love, someone who is close enough but far away enough where we're not going to talk about things that are heavy. We're just going to love on each other. So we did that. And then we went to the beach and spent the day just having fun. And it was, the water for me speaks life. I love the water. I love the sun. Yes, I do tan. Mind your business. That is my business. But I love that. And it was just the day that we all needed. I think my kids needed it too, right? It was just a day to just experience love and happiness. That is it. We didn't get into any arguments. It was like the day was planned that all we're going to do is have good vibes and everybody's going to be happy. And my kids were like, Mom, it's such a great day. And I felt like it was such a great day. And that's what we need to do. Now, I took my mental health day and turned into actually 2 days, because what I did was I called my ex-husband and said, you know what, I need you to get the kids. And I really wanted to take Saturday for myself, because I felt Saturday morning I was kind of like heavy, cleaning this house, and I felt like I was feeling like they're on my last nerves, the kids. And I knew that part of that had nothing to do with them. And I knew if they stayed home, I would bleed all over them. And I didn't want to do that, right? So I took the day, their dad, picked them up, and I took the rest of the day to kind of do what I wanted to do. I went and got my nails and feet done and, relaxed last night. Listen, those days are important. We spend so much time caring for everybody else and then being upset because we're not getting what we need out of that, right? And part of that is because we need to give it to ourselves. And I know what you're thinking. It's like, I'm always doing for everybody else. I'm always loving everybody else. Why can't they just do this for me? What I've learned over these last couple of years, that the more I give to myself, the more I love on myself, the more I open up that loving window, the more I self-care, the more I stop looking to control people by doing these things, hoping that they give something in return, which is placing an expectation on people that they most times can't live up to. I give it to myself, the more it comes to me. I promise you. The more I love on myself, the more I take these mental health days to just care for myself, care for my emotions, love on me a bit. It not only helps me become a better friend, a better mother, a better lover, it helps me just fill myself up. So when this person walks into my life, they're overflowing. I'm not looking for them to fill holes. And that's what we're doing. And even if you're in a relationship, you can still do this. You can still take time for yourself. You can still love on yourself. You can still go get books to read to help you, heal the pain that's going on within you, to help you communicate with your partner more effectively so you can tell them what you need. A lot of times it's communication. And having these mental health days where it's really sometimes just you, and isolating yourself so you can kind of, filter through some of that helps. You have to take your mental health day. Listen, peace of mind is the ultimate success. I know they preach money. I know they preach the big homes and all this other stuff. If that was the case, you wouldn't have these rich peoples committing suicide, killing themselves, and just hating themselves. Listen, that is not it. It's peace of mind. And it starts with your mental health. And let me tell you something. If you find that, you are just really struggling in this mental space, this is why they have people like me that are life coaches that can help you filter through it. This is why they have therapists that are deeper than a life coach, because some of us need a little bit more deeper help with our healing and to set us on our journeys. They have them. You can't be ashamed of that. But we have to take care of our mental. We have to stop looking for others to do it. They are not, and they can't do it. You have to do it. And once you set yourself on that path of doing it, watch what happens for you. I live this journey. When I come and I speak to you, I'm not speaking to you from a higher, holier than thou place that I've just figured it all out and No. I just happen to have learned some very, very valuable lessons that some would consider failure. Listen, I never lose, I learn. And because of what I've learned, I want to come back and give it to you because the secret to this happiness and love that we're all seeking truly begins with us. Our parents, listen, they did the best they could with what they knew how. Now it's our turn, right? To heal our stuff so we can stop bleeding on other people. We have to take our mental health days. We have to love on ourselves. We have to go and make it a point of that day to be nothing but love. I let Friday be nothing but love. I don't care what my kids did, but they were really happy. But I chose within myself to say, we're just going to have a good time. I'm not going to let it be heavy. I'm going to let them have whatever emotion they need to have and do whatever they need to do for themselves. I'm going to, let them have that. And I'm going to do whatever I need to do for mine. Right? And not be responsible for their things and not let them be responsible for mine, right? That's what mental health day is. I need you to take one. I need you to love on yourself. I need you to really work on this healing journey. 2020 is not a bad year. If you really stop and think about it, it was an isolating year. What isolation does is it brings about change. Change is uncomfortable. But guess what? When you're uncomfortable, you grow if you really want to. And growth is where it's at. If you want to have better, be better, and feel better, it starts with being uncomfortable in that growth period. I'm in a growth period. It is very uncomfortable. But I have come to learn that on the other side of that is my joy. It's my happiness. It's my setup. It's my new. It's always something new with me, right? It's my newness. And it's okay and it's beautiful. Growth is beautiful if you allow it to be. But you got to take your mental health days in between and give yourself a little bit of break between all of that heaviness of the emotion, right? So I really hope that you stay on this journey with me. I really hope that you continue to learn and to grow and to not look at things as negative, but look at every single change and every uncomfortable point in your life as a means to get to something better, right? I need you to do that with me and take these mental health days. And when you find it to be heavy and you think that you need help, please reach out. Moesassfitness@gmail.com, Moe Sass Fitness LLC on Facebook and Instagram. And you can kind of see me live out loud and everything that I talk to you about. You can see it on my social media. And I don't necessarily do it for you. I do it because I love to share. But it's just so you can see that I walk this walk with you and I will continue to always walk this walk with you. You are not alone. Listen, we are all in this together. It takes a village, and I am definitely a part of your village if you want me to be. So reach out. I love you for listening. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take that mental health day. You need it, my loves. I love you.